if you ever need to get on the show, man, I got you.
Who you know?
A friend of mine has been on her show like 3 times.
The dating joint?
No, she Chantal, I think Chantel. She's been on her profile
About
like
what?
3 times.
Doing what?
Promoting like, so she started this new brand, period. I can't remember what the name of the brand is, but she started a brand essentially for young girls who can't afford feminine products.
Mm-hmm.
So she has them. She has people donate. I think it's like poverty. Oh shoot, it's called something like period poverty. No, it's like period poverty or like something like that. Yeah, it's for young girls who can't afford, like the essential feminine products, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so what they do is, what's up, Ob King? So what she does is she gets donations and stuff like that for them, and allows girls who need them to, be able to benefit from them, because I mean, apparently there's a lot of girls who cannot afford, pads, different kind of things like that.
Right.
So yeah, she does that. Yeah, she does that. So yeah, this next year, bro, I'm getting a whiteboard for in here. I'm gonna get that the whiteboard that I have at the crib.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that for in here, so we can put it, see if we can put it right there.
Gotcha.
And then what we can do is we can have the chat, like the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube, everything up there, right there, so we can read it. So like this format is the format that I use even when I'm like, when I go live at the house. Like I try to make sure that I'm like, all right, let me go live, and then I have an intro and everything. I created something called Family Meetings, and it's basically just like meetings where I'm like teaching the stuff that I teach, right?
Right.
Like teaching my core principles, that kind of thing. But just call them family meetings now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just call them family meetings. And then my idea behind that is I met with a family. I met with a woman who wanted me to mentor her son, then realizing just her son that he's mentoring, it's the whole family,
right,
that he's coaching, mentoring. So family meetings. So like, the prison doctor, he goes to the families.
Yes.
And he gets on the kids.
That's wild too.
That's wild, bro. I wonder what the model, like the business model behind that is. Like they have to sign some sort of forms to say you can come in and record this. Like what's the success rate on that, like after you leave? You know what I mean?
He probably does follow-ups, because I think his business model is content.
I agree with that.
I think it's the content.
I'd have to agree with that.
Content and being booked to come and speak to youth in detention centers, colleges, or high schools, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of, I don't see how, I don't think the parent is paying him to come and do that.
You don't think so?
No.
So okay, well then somebody's got to be paid. I agree with you. I don't think the parent's paying him either.
Yeah.
Flights. I mean, he's in big, big SUVs. What's up, everybody on YouTube? Appreciate y'all coming in. Thank y'all so much. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Yeah. Got to be like a donation. I mean, not like a donation, like a grant. A grant. You think if you give me $200,000 in grant money, I'll go to 200 different homes to serve families and to provide these resources for families.
Sure.
That's actually not a bad.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad.
Yeah, if you got the hook up on the
it's actually not
where
a bad
the grants
idea.
are, that works well.
Yeah.
That works well. I mean, and that's with anything. If you have value
Right.
You can go and grab some grants.
Yeah.
It's a process though.
Yeah.
You either have to have the patience
Mm-hmm.
to solicit grants, or you have to have a person. Patience or a person.
And I think the person is probably
Right.
the best way to listen
Correct.
to those grants.
Because you're spending majority of your time filling out grant applications.
I know.
Yeah, that's.
I'm pessimistic when it comes to grants.
I am too. I take them when they come my way, but I don't go seeking after them, man, because I can spend majority of my time building relationships.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm pessimistic even when it comes to these proposals. Even though I got the opportunity tomorrow to go to Atlanta, I only did it because they sent it to me. It was like, nah, bro, they wanted me to come. They wanted me to speak, but I don't think I'm ready. I'm going to send this to you, and I want you to go there and speak. I think you would be great for it. And they ended up being back for it. Now they're not paying me, but they're covering my travel.
That's paying me.
That for me. So they cover my hotel stay.
Right.
They cover my flight.
Right.
And
that's paying me because I can leverage the flight in the hotel.
Yeah.
One, it creates content. Two, the viewers and the followers and the subscribers who see me traveling don't know that I'm not getting paid for it.
Right.
Yeah. Aesthetically, it looks like you're grinding. It looks like you're working and you're out here. But also, not everything is or should be a monetary compensation. Well, I won't say should be. It doesn't have to be, because there's different forms of compensation.
Right.
We would love for it to be an upfront compensation, but a lot of times the back end is more lucrative than the front end.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah. So a lot of, I won't say a lot, but some of the travel that I do is all expenses paid, but that alone is quite a bit of money to where they have it to also pay me work.
Right.
But I definitely, especially starting out, I definitely take those all the time because the content is great.
Mm-hmm.
The relationships when I get out there are great.
Yeah.
So that's definitely beneficial.
I agree with you. I definitely will take and that's my biggest thing is just cover the travel.
Yeah.
Because
I'm not going
especially
into
how far you travel.
You're right.
That's
right.
That's a significant amount of money going across the pond.
Correct.
How far you travel, where you travel, things like that. So yeah, no, I'm the same exact way.
Mm-hmm.
This it's just an Atlanta trip. It's not too far. There's going to be a lot of colleges here. So it's a National Council for Student Leadership.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of colleges here.
Sure.
A lot of people listening to this message.
Sure.
And I actually got a table as well. Even though I don't have anything to sell.
Right.
I still got a table because I still want to be able to display what it is that I
do. You're selling yourself.
Exactly.
You're selling your services.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a product. You are the product.
Right.
So yeah, no, you need a table.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You'll sit right on the table, right there. Like, this is who I am. This is what I do. How I add value.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I got a couple of ways to bring people in. Like I sometimes do magic tricks, and then I also got like my number slide games where I time them and I say, this is testing your ability, your problem solving abilities. If you can problem solve to do these different tasks, and then if you do it, I'll give you $1, $5, $10, or $20.
Yeah.
Depending on which one, because the way that I see it is that life will pay you for the level of problems you're able to solve. So the $20 is the biggest puzzle because you do it you have to do it in the least amount of time. So make a lot of money, solve big problems. Yeah, that's basically it.
Relationships and solving problems.
Yes.
That's what entrepreneurship is. It's the more relationships you initiate and you build, the more problems you can solve.
Yes, I agree with that.
Right?
I agree with that.
Like if you initiate and build a relationship, you can find out what their problems are and show and share with them how you can help them solve their problems. But if you don't have the relationship, there's no trust.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they trust you to solve my problems?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know you. I don't even know if you have the goods to get it done.
Where did you first hear that word trust? Because I'm just now understanding the value and the meaning of the word trust and how important that is to build as an entrepreneur, and not just the people that you want to work with. If you're trying to build a social media presence, your people have to trust you. You know what I mean? They have to trust that you're going to show up, when you're going to show up, how often you're going to show up. Trust that what you're saying is valuable. Like, when did you start hearing that word trust and start attaching value to the word trust?
I would have to say when I start reading and listening.
Okay.
But also doing. Anytime you purchase from somebody or somewhere, you're giving them a level of trust in hopes that the product works or the service will be exemplary. Right? And so, again, through reading, I keep hearing that you have to build trust through consistency, right? Because someone who is inconsistent can't be trusted.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're always late, I can't trust that you're going to be there on time. You know?
Yeah.
So that's one thing I teach my kids, though, is one, your word is your bond. And you saying that you're going to be on time, you're saying that you can trust that I will be there on time.
Right.
And you being late says that I can't trust that you're going to be there on time because you ultimately lied to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, you may have a reason, but you still didn't, you know, stand true. So comes to services, that's why we go to Amazon.com. What's the first thing that we do before we click purchase?
To see when the delivery is going to be. Prime.
We go
see
to
if you got Prime.
We go to reviews.
Oh yeah. So before you purchase the product, yes,
correct.
You go to the reviews.
We go to the reviews, and the reviews are the equivalent to, oh, I trust this seller. Yeah. Because everybody else is telling me you can trust this person. Yeah. Or this company. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's why it said it was going to do.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why recommendations are so gold. Yeah. And word of mouth is good and bad.
Yeah. Depending on what type of word of mouth.
Don't go watch that movie or go watch that movie.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why it's so important to do your best in creating consistent excellence. You're not going to be perfect. However, when you're not, you're at least holding yourself accountable. Yeah. And you're making up for it. I'll go in the red to make sure that my name is clean.
Facts.
I'll come out my own pocket.
Absolutely.
To make sure that you're
absolutely. If it's just a little payoff, let me, don't even worry about it. I got it.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead here. Let me go ahead and get that out. Absolutely.
Even if it's a big debt or a big hole that I put myself in, I can pull myself out of that hole with my name. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So your name alone, can I trust person's brand?
You know what's funny is that I had this conversation recently with my daughter because I'm supposed to be starting a program, an entrepreneur program in financial literacy at her school. And so I said, Sanaya, if you come to this, realize you have to be perfect. Like, Sanaya, you can't come to this and just think, with your headphones on your phone,
And because you're my daddy,
laughing and giggling. Sanaya, let me tell you something.
you got to be the example.
You have to be the example. And let me tell you, I will chew you out and embarrass you in front of your friends.
You will be an example.
You will be an example.
One way or another, you're going to be an example.
Let me tell you.
Or why you should or why you should not.
Listen, and so I told her that. I said, so Sanaya, like, you know, and I told her, I said, your name and your reputation around the school is going to determine whether or not people even come to this, come to the entrepreneurial program, right? Because they're like, I don't want to go there. Sanaya, that I don't even like Sanaya, right? And so I told her, I said, Sanaya, like you have to think. And so what I did was I even showed her the contract. I said, Sanaya, look at the money that I stand to make if this goes well.
Right.
But if your reputation isn't good, this money is be a possible thing.
You're my sample.
You are literally my sample that this works.
Right.
That I have a product that does work. So when you come in here, you need to be perfect.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Hey, daddy, love you. Hey, headphones, phone down.
Right.
Don't look at it. I need 45 minutes. Do not look at that phone.
Yeah.
Leave that phone up here, right? So yeah, I'm supposed to be starting that here pretty soon. So that was one of the things that I told her, man. You need to be perfect.
Yeah. I mean, not just teaching at the school, but when your kids are out in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And so my wife and I broke down the word home training. Because we hear it all the time. You know, home training.
Yeah.
And it sounds cliche at times. But if you really break down, like, no, you're being trained at home. Like, this is your training grounds, right? So this is why I'm so stern. Because just take table etiquette, eating etiquette. If you're not practicing the etiquette at home, you're going to also demonstrate and show those bad habits at a restaurant. And lo and behold, here you go, sticking your hand in your plate.
Yeah.
See, I told you. You know what I mean? So, and you won't even know that you're doing it because if you're doing it, you're training yourself to do it.
Right.
And if you're not doing it, you're training yourself not to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's practical. And when they see it, they're like,
yeah, because you play how you practice.
Correct.
Yeah, you play in the game exactly how you practice. Right. So if you're doing that, if you're doing non-etiquette stuff at home, then that's that I'm expecting that you're going to do when you're out there. Yeah. Right. Like that. Those were you know a couple of different situations even with her before she got on the path where she is now, where she cussed in the house a couple of times. And we're like, what? And then when you go to school, the teacher say you cuss, and you go, I didn't cuss. Well, we've heard you cuss here. So what makes us believe that you're not doing it there? Now you don't cuss here at all. Now you don't cuss here at all. So now when someone says you cuss, now we'll be like, I don't know, because she doesn't do that anymore. That's not a part of her identity and who she is. Right?
Yes. That's the question.
Yeah.
Who are you becoming?
Yeah.
And so what you're doing determines who you're becoming.
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
So I always bring it back to my kids, man. Like, you know, and so I'm less of one to chastise, but more of one to ask the question, who are you becoming? Mm-hmm. Are you becoming alive? Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. Are you sure? Because that's what you're demonstrating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Are you becoming someone when they get an apartment or a house to have a dirty house? Well, that's what your room looks like. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and you don't really, after that, you don't really have to do too much or say too much because you've made your case or they made their case. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, bro, tell me, man, what's new going on with you, man? We like you've been some places, you've been a lot of places, man. Talk to us about how you got to where you got. Where have you been? How you got to where you got to, and then where are you going next?
So I think we already talked about the Netherlands last time we spoke. I think no.
I think you were going to the Netherlands.
Okay.
I don't think you came back from the Netherlands yet.
Okay, got it. So I think a month or two ago, I traveled to the Netherlands, and that was like a last minute thing because one of my mentees or students, whatever we want to say, he in the Netherlands, Rotterdam, he has his own festival. And just through us, communicating and him learning, he's continuously enhancing his festival, but also learning how to secure sponsors, right? And I think the week prior, he called me through WhatsApp and said, "Hey, good news. I don't know if it's possible for you, but I got a new sponsor that I took your advice and said we want to incorporate education, and I pitched you to be the educator, so it's not just entertainment, so it's not just poetry, but it's education and the arts." I said, I told you, because it adds another element to the presentation, not just let's have fun, let's do art, but let's also learn how to educate ourselves and professionalize ourselves from artists to professional artists. So he said, that the sponsor will cover your flight and your stay. And I said, man, proud of you. For you and for me. You know what I'm saying? So I told the wife, I said, "Hey, I'm going to the Netherlands." She's like, "What?"
When?
Right, next week. So we had to coordinate that, but that also shows the kids how valuable skills, talents, and acquired education is. And so I was there. Did a few workshops with the poets in the Netherlands, created some content. That was great. But the last week, past 7 days, I traveled to 3 states to offer 3 different services. So Oakland,
that's crazy.
Oakland, California. I was there to be the creative strategist for an organization for their annual brainstorming meeting. I was there from Wednesday to Sunday. It was like a conference. And then because I was on the coast, I tapped the Oregon chapter of the Poetry Business Network and said, "Hey, I'm gonna be on the West Coast. I might as well just, hop on an hour plane and let's do a meetup there with the poets in Oregon." So I was only there for like 12 hours. Did that meetup, that was great. But then from Monday to Thursday, I was in,
South Carolina?
South Carolina. So that was where I was the creative event planner, where we put on a poetry event for tobacco control. And that was on a Wednesday. And I told the client, I said, I have to be honest, a Wednesday is hard to do, especially when you're working with youth, parents, and just people in general, because people got to go to work.
Because people got to work the next day.
Right? And the kids have to go to school. Man, we worked that thing till the minute that the doors opened, and we had 100 people show up, and it was a success, man. Ooh. So that was...
Poetry is pretty big in South Carolina. I know a lot of South Carolina poets.
It is. Yeah. It is. The community is big.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
The community,
They
the
do
poetry
Slam
community.
Madness there. You've heard of Slam Madness before?
No,
So it's like a March Madness tournament.
Really?
But it's a poetry slam, March Madness style.
I see.
So like, you got to go like brackets, right?
Got you.
Whoever somebody's
Who
in
do
this
you know?
bracket.
Who do you know?
Johnny C. Weaver. I won it twice.
Really?
Yeah. So
You traveled to?
Yeah, but this is like when I first came, 2018 and 2019, I think.
Okay.
I didn't win the whole thing. I won my bracket. And then the
Got it.
very first time I was supposed to win the whole thing, I forgot my poem at the last. I got too excited because I knew I had it in the bag.
Right.
And I was still only 2 years into poetry at that time. But I forgot my poem on stage. And here's what's crazy. Even though I forgot the poem, I still completed it. The person who beat me, they still only beat me by 1 point.
Wow.
So like if I would have went through, if I would have, and they said I couldn't. Dang, what happened? I can't remember. But yeah, no, I got pictures, of it. But yeah, I know a lot of the poets down there really, really well.
Yeah, I like South Carolina, man. I like South Carolina. The food is great. The food is great in South Carolina. I didn't know. My family on my grandmother's side is from South Carolina. I forget the city though. Man, I don't know how that went. Anyway, but we were in North Charleston, South Carolina, and made some great connections. A lot of the organizations were there, and now they want to do contests. So when you have a service that is getting a lot of traction, just like analytics, video or website, that tells you that you need to go more into that thing. And so we are gearing up to launch a poetry contest tour in the public health space.
Okay.
So I'm using these holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, these last 2 months or a month and a half, to build out this tour to where public health organizations can be stops on the tour, to where we challenge poets around the country to write and perform spoken word pertaining to the different public health causes like HIV,
right,
tobacco control, correct, health, eating, things of that, exercise.
Yeah.
So depending on what organizations reach out and what state and city they want to travel to and host the event, that will be the muse or the topic they'll be writing, performing to.
Have you heard of Ebony Fit Week?
No.
Ebony Fit Weekend is huge, bro.
So you're saying that's a good way to tap into a stop or stops on the tour. That's good.
Ebony Fit
Things
Weekend.
that are already taking place.
Yes. Ebony Fit Weekend is a huge weekend where workout enthusiasts get together and just do a weekend of working out and then partying. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they work out, and then they go to a club and lounge or do something like that. It's hundreds. I would imagine, if not more than 1,000, it's definitely hundreds of people. And I would imagine some of them are poets. I know one who's a workout enthusiast and a poet. But if nothing, you bring poets in to say, hey, we want you all to come here to this event that we're going to have for you all. Ebony Fit Weekend is throwing a special event for you all. It's a $10 donation or whatever it might be, or whatever the money part looks like. But I think that would be a good way to move in there, or and then have the poets write something about fitness, or any of the artists who are fitness, or so like do it this way, right? What I usually do is I'll bring in poets that will have something specifically for it. So let's say you bring in 4 poets, and they each do 15 minutes. They take up the hour, and then the second hour is open mic for anybody else who has skills, talents, or anything like that
Mm.
for that second hour. So like when I go to colleges, that's how I handle the open mic situation.
Yeah.
Is we do the first hour, and then the students, staff, anybody else
Right.
who wants to come up and perform, they do the second hour. So that might be a good, like, you know, they're already there doing that thing.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's easy to use fitness, working out. Appreciate the lockdown. We already, you know, already there. So I'm telling you, bro, it's, if you look them up on social media, Ebony Fit Weekend, huge.
That's a good suggestion to tap into those events and activities that are already taking place.
Yeah.
And kind of partner and
have
good.
something already written and then performed, right? Where you've got a video, or you can say, hey, this is what I would love to bring to you, or, you know, have a good reel of what you did for, you know, tobacco control, American Heart Association, fighting cancer with poetry.
That's the plan.
Have that reel already queued up and say, your brand here, your logo here, your cause here,
definitely
your initiative here, right?
For sure.
And this, and imagine this poem specifically catered towards you and your audience and who this is.
Definitely.
So
no, I'm there with you. I'm there with you, man. Yeah. 2026, man, my goal is to have it mapped out, you know, and to fill it in with bookings.
Yeah.
You know, I was just sharing with you before we turned the camera on that Poet Life Fest is back. You know, initially it was going to be the 3-day weekend, July 24th through the 26th. But now I'm thinking bigger to create Poet Week. And that will be an annual week that happens in July each year. And so it's like Monday through Sunday, us either partnering with, you know, a Busboys and Poets, or, you know, different spaces or activities in the DMV, even park scene possibly, you know, doing one of those.
Yeah.
Right. But obviously the festival Saturday, the brunch on that Sunday, and on that Friday is the all white, you know. Yeah.
That would be fire.
Yeah. We did that. We did those 3 days in Atlanta. Crushed Atlanta, man.
Really?
That was the joy. It was tiring, but it was fulfilling that the poets felt like, man, this is ours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And we taking over the city.
Correct.
Kind of feel.
So my motto is homecoming.
Yeah.
You know, usually alumni comes for that weekend, for the game and the tailgate, and, you know, but the school, the students have a whole week, homecoming week. And so I'm naming this the Poets Homecoming. Every year, just like we travel to our HBCU to enjoy reconnecting with, you know, alum. That's the plan, is for poets to travel from all around the world for homecoming week.
Yeah. That should be one of your days though, like rep your college.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Like if it's in DC, you know what I'm saying? On like that, I don't know, like that Tuesday or like that Wednesday, it's like rep your college. You know what I'm saying? Wear your college, because you also want to, you know, promote.
I had to do that at Howard. Howard being Howard, or even Bowie State. Yeah. So that's what I'm planning and building out, and really excited about it.
Yeah, I think that would be dope, bro.
Yeah.
I think that would be dope. And I think a lot of people would kind of get behind it. And then think about the connections that you would make from people who went to the same college as you. Or wait, you went to, I didn't even know that, man. What year did you graduate, right? So now there's an automatic connection. Like I think that's one of the things that big conferences are missing. There needs to be a section in conferences where this is DC, this is the DMV, this is Chicago, this is Baltimore, this is Atlanta, this is North Carolina, this is South Carolina. Because like we want you to network with everybody.
Yeah.
But we also want you to network with the people that are closest to you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Or even if it's like a QR code, like a QR code or something.
Yeah.
Where if you're from this area, we want you to hit the QR code because we're going to put you all in a group together.
Correct.
And we don't know what's going to come of it. But we just want to support the fact that all of these people from this group, this area, came to the conference because I think there's like a conference app or something like that where you download the app and then they show you all of the things that are going on and stuff like that.
Indeed.
And then you can comment and stuff about the conference and post about the conference. But after that, I never did it. Nobody ever goes back into the app to see, you know what I mean? And sometimes you make connections, sometimes you don't because your contact is on there also. But I think it would be great to have it sectioned like, you know, where you from. And then you can learn about other people who are from where you are from. And then you can start to build and connect with those people and that's how you create it and make it more meaningful or intentional for each person to say, all right, when you get back home, what else are you going to do?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If you have a podcast, right? If you're going to the Social Proof podcast, the podcast summit, you're not going to be able to interview everybody that's from your area at the podcast summit. Why not have people's contact information, at least social medias, so that when you get back home, you can reach out to those people and then say, hey, I want you to come on my podcast. I want you to come on my podcast. I think I'm going to go to the podcast summit next year and get a table and just want to be a guest on your podcast.
Yeah.
Bring me in as a guest to be on your podcast. Like that's my only reason for being here. Hey, what is it that you offer? I want to be a guest on your podcast. Like this, like for real. If you podcast summit, the assumption is that you have a podcast.
Right.
I want to be a guest on your podcast.
Yeah. So that's the question, man. What's going to be your platform?
Yeah.
You know, and you really have to sit silently and let the creativity flow. You know, creativity does not do well in chaos. Yeah. You know, and some of us are living in chaos, and I completely understand because, you know, I have an element of chaos just with a lot of stuff happening and going on, but you have to carve out some time for peace and creativity. I don't care if it's a closet. You know what I mean? you find you an hour and an hour of silence and pen and a notepad or laptop so you can type it. But that's where everything flows for me, bro. Yeah. That's why the studio is so perfect, man, because, you know, it produces creativity that allows me then to go to work on. Yeah. You know, when you're full in creativity, you have to leverage your creativity to produce the work for you to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? So these public contests do so much. They build so many relationships at one time. Yeah. So many people and organizations come to space where you've created. You know, you got the poets, you got the attendees, you got the executives from organizations that are like, man, this is right. Because you got the DJ there, you got poets that are educating people through the arts, and they haven't seen that. So they're in their seat, like awe-inspired and brainstorming how they can do this for their organization. Like, what pot of money can I towards this for our cause? They have advertising dollars. Correct. You know what I mean? They have advertising and marketing dollars. Each one of these companies has, each one of the big companies that you think about has millions, tens of millions for marketing, right? Yeah. And it would be, I mean, listen, I don't need tens of millions. Just, you know, a million. I just take one. That's I'm not even gonna be greedy. Just get one of, you know what I mean? And let me, you know what I mean, put this into the like a Nike, an Adidas, you know, an Under Armour. You know what I mean? Right. Like let me put this up. Yeah. Dude,
I just need
I'm
one
in
of the
meetings
millions.
with organizations where they're just going back and forth, like how can we and should we do things differently so we can impact the people more? You know, and my job as the creative strategist is to share with them these creative ways to get that done quickly. Not let's schedule another meeting to
Mhm.
all right, everybody, I'm going out in the hallway with my tripod and my camera. I'm gonna call you by name. You come out here. And they're like, so what are we doing? You'll see. Cause let me just show you how simple, not easy, but simple can be, and how impactful this can be as quickly as possible.
So you do it right there on the spot.
Right there on the spot. Let's stop talking about it. That drives me insane. I keep my composure, but I stay quiet because there's no point of jumping in and creating to the heat. You know, it's just a matter of let me demonstrate how simple this can be. And so I end up getting 20 reels. And I said, and to each of them, I said, that same energy that you're giving in that brainstorming session, I want you to put it into this, you know. So I said, what is your name? What's your role? Where you're traveling from? Because everybody's traveling from different places.
Sure.
And what impact do you want or plan to make concerning this cause? Got that reel, maybe a minute and a half. And the most strong one, I created a reel and posted it to social media. Went back into the room, let them continue to talk. And then I said, hey, in about an hour and a half, can I get a spot on the agenda? I want to show the analytics from one of the videos that we just posted. Man, that thing had like 50 shares, a bunch of comments, a bunch of likes, a bunch of reposts. And I said, and I'm trying to say it non-condescendingly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do you see that? Like, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we were talking about, they were talking about getting influencers and things like that. And my thing is, all that is well and good, but what if we transform this organization into a real-time broadcasting media company organization, to where everybody that we serve, the people in the other organizations, can now come to us for the information.
Yeah.
Right. And so to our social media platforms, our website, to find out what's happening and get feedback from us, the thought leaders.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to putting money into influences, we become the influencer.
Because nobody knows the product better than you do. Nobody knows the product. And that's so I auditioned for this part in a podcast for men.
Okay.
And through PGCTV.
Okay.
And I was not chosen for this part. There were 5 people that were chosen. And I was like, bro, there's no way that there are 5 people doing what I'm doing that's better than me. Number one, right?
Yeah.
So I was a little heartbroken by it, but I understood. I'm like, okay. And then what happened was I ended up getting so busy that even if I wanted to be a part of it, I wouldn't have been able to be a part of it anyway.
Right.
And I said, so sometimes you want something, but God will keep you from something that you want because he has something bigger for you that's happening behind the scenes and you don't even know it. And so it ended up happening out that I didn't have the time for it.
Yeah.
But I believe in the mission so much that I sent him a DM and I said, hey, listen, you know, I was one of the people who auditioned. I didn't get an opportunity I wasn't selected. But I still believe in the mission of this. And I would love to assist and working behind the scenes on this project to help grow this project because I believe in it. Now, they didn't answer anything like that. I don't know if they will or maybe they won't. But I'm just saying that to say that I think we're you and I, we think so similar in so many different ways, is that like, bro, like I don't understand how people aren't seeing like what's happening, the trends of what's happening, the value in what's happening. Just create the content.
Right.
It's not difficult. And the reason why I wanted to go this route was because I said I'm like the prototypical leader. I have the ideas. I just need somebody to execute on the ideas. Right. PGC TV, y'all have the studio. You have the cameramen, the camerawomen. You have the editors, right? You have all of that. Let me just come in and be the brains to say, this is what we need to do. This is when we need to do it. This is why we need to do it. Let me show you the proof of it. And it's a show about men, right? And what was going on at the time, I'm like, how do y'all not take advantage of what's trending right now? You watch Love is Blind, Netflix?
I don't.
You've heard of it.
I've seen it.
I've
seen
the clips, right?
The thumbnail and the clips. Yeah.
You're the second person who said that, right? That I've asked, and I'm 2 for 2 on people who say I don't watch Love is Blind, but I at least know what it is, right? That lets you know that's value right there. Yeah. You don't watch the show, you're not watching 15 episodes, but I at least know what it is. How is it that if this show is about men mentality, how is it that we miss out on an opportunity of something that was trending so big through social media that the first episode that y'all dropped is not about this very thing right here? This is why you need a mind behind the scenes to say, hey, this is, this is the direction that I think this should go in, all of these different things. And obviously not just me. I want to include the 5 guys in on what they think and what they believe as well. But I'm like I think people overcomplicate the simplicities of life. It's not that difficult. Yeah. Talk about what's trending. They have all of the technology and the equipment that you can think of. I don't understand why it's that difficult.
People overthink. There it is. People overthink.
Yeah.
And that causes procrastination and paralysis.
Yeah, for sure.
Why you just have to start, however ugly it may be, you just have to start, because that's the hardest part. Yeah. And then after that is the consistency. Yeah. But at least you've started and you've shown yourself that it's possible. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, it's that overthinking. I think it's universal to overthink. I do it. I'm sure you do it in some areas, right? But the best way to get going is to stop thinking and just press play, or press record, I should say. If it's a video, and then figure out how to make it better. Like, think of ways to make it as simple as possible so you can be as consistent as possible. So, I get it. Yeah. I get it. And you have to connect yourself and surround yourself with people who are doing the same or more than you. Right? Like, when we connect, it's let's get some work done. Yeah. What are you doing? And it's positive peer pressure. Yeah. Absolutely. Right? You just got some cool gadget that now I need to get. You know what I mean? And we kind of ping pong that thing. And so but that's a good thing. If you're the only one in your family and friends in the creative space, it is hard. Yeah. Not just in the creative space, but also the entrepreneurial space. Because you can easily fall back into, I'm going to use the M word, the mediocrity. Not to say everybody is mediocre, but for your standards, right? You can fall back into complacency. Use that word because people get, you calling me mediocre? Like, you can fall into complacency, but when you step into spaces where people are on it and on their grind, that ramps you back up to, all right, I gotta get back out here. That's why I feel like when I'm traveling, I'm bossing up. I'm on it.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I get back home, it's like, oh man, I'm losing it because I'm back to the responsibilities and and it's hard for me to balance the two.
Yeah.
I was vlogging out there. I was getting it.
No,
got home. I ain't vlogged since. Like,
don't it make you feel good when you on the road and you feel like you bossing up and you doing it and just like the level of productivity increases, man, because it feels like you're at work, so you feel like you're supposed to be doing something work.
I'm in my element.
Yeah.
And so now I have to figure out how to keep that same energy. I got to figure out how to keep that same energy.
Yeah.
That's the challenge.
So in what areas do you want to keep that same energy? Like the content creation, or
it's just the production and the consistency, and the responsibilities cut into your consistency.
Right.
But you have to now create systems that allow you to keep energy.
Right.
And so whether you have to get on ChatGPT to lay out all of your responsibilities and the things that you got to do and ask it to help you to create a system to where that allows you to create the consistency, even though you have a bunch of random responsibilities, you know what I mean? You have to figure that out, man, especially if you're someone who puts family first, before all things. That is, choosing my words. I'm just gonna say the gift and the curse.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just is. It's a good gift and curse. I'll add that to it. you know. So, but yeah, man. I'll also do it. Even if you slow down, that is all right. Just don't.
Yeah. And I think, we were talking before the cameras came on, and that was one of the challenges that I was dealing with my daughter, is that it takes us a significant amount of time to do certain homework, because she's so far behind than where she needs to be. Now she's doing everything she can in her power to catch up, which we love, and she's making progress, and we see progress. She made the honor roll, and we love that, and we enjoy that, and it's still not enough. We're like, come on. Because we have to do so much, because we have to prioritize that.
Right.
We can't put that on the back burner. We can't allow her to fall even more behind what she is. We have to continue to watch her grow.
Right.
And it's like, you got to do this at an accelerated pace. You don't get an opportunity.
And patient.
And, oh boy, because that'd be the one. It'd be like, how don't you know this already? You should have learned this 3 years ago.
The answer is 5.
You should have learned this 3 years ago. Like, come on, just plug in the stuff. And so she's learning new stuff on top of learning the stuff that she should have. So she's like trying to grow and catch up at the same time, which is a very difficult thing to do for anybody. It's a very difficult thing to do. So we have to find ways, help her, but then stay sane ourselves, because
because you're also still trying to grow.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into school, and I'm like, bro,
I'm in school.
Yeah, you want me to help you with your school, and I got to study for this test.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to study for this test. I can't help you with this. How long? And then by the time I'm done helping you with it, it's time to go to sleep. It's 9 o'clock. I wake up at 4 o'clock, 4:30, 4:40, 4:40, so I can go to the gym.
And then the gym.
So I can go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? That's another part of your
Man.
life that you got to keep up.
Man. So now I can't even get to the gym, man. So now I'm making the studio the gym. That's why I got some dumbbells and the curl bar and the floor for push-ups, so I could still, at least get the bare minimum in, so I ain't, getting soggy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's life though. It's life. But what if you were addicted to TV? What if that was, your vice? That would take so much more time. Most people can't do their creative things or their entrepreneurial things because they're so attached to this, where they got to binge watch, So I can't even imagine if I was a TV watcher, I would get nothing done. It was
the crazy thing is I am a TV watcher.
Yeah.
I am a TV watcher and I love binge watching a good show. But the only time that I do it is like I've learned to listen to the show on my rides somewhere.
You get no facial expressions at all.
None. It just be sitting over here just playing. And now that I got the hookup right here for my GPS, I don't even have to look over here no more. I'm just like, oh man, that's crazy. They did what? Dang. So the most I can watch it is like at a red light or something like that.
Yeah.
But at home, it's my son. He's watching TV.
Yeah.
So I'm sick of Miss Rachel, but it's what we got to do. Sesame Street now. We found we just try to find new things that that he can watch on repeat because we want him. Repetition is so important for babies.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the more
for humans.
Oh yeah, right. And so he just started watching Sesame Street yesterday, so I guess we'll do that for the next 3 or 4 weeks and then get him into something else, man. But yeah, dude, this season right now has been very, very busy. I had a huge speech over the weekend at Zion Church in which went absolutely amazing. I hired a photographer. Dream You.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
That looked good,
bro.
I'm like
so happy I hired that photographer.
Level.
I'm so happy.
We'll talk about that. You brought a photographer with you.
Yes. Yeah. Even though they had a photographer there, I needed it right away. Right. So I hired my own photographer, which cut into I didn't need a videographer because I have and my daughter, she was the videographer.
Very good.
So she controlled this. And then I gave her my other camera and I said, just snap some pictures. Let me see what you got.
Sure.
I'll pay her to do that. But I told him I was like, man, I need new pictures for my EPK. I need new pictures for my website. And this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm looking for. That's the same. That's the reason why I wanted to bring this person in Atlanta too, was because I need, like, if I can do this, bro, like I've got two, and I had an event this morning too. I spoke at a Dads Matter event this morning. I didn't hire a photographer for that one, but I have the video for it. But these big events now, I want a videographer. I mean, photographer.
For sure.
Like I was kind of sleeping on a photographer for a long time. I'm like, bro, I don't need a photographer. But every once in a while, like I don't think I needed at every event, but I think every once in a while, it's nice to let's update these pictures. Let's update these profile pictures to let y'all know that I'm still doing it. But yeah, bro, that joint look, like you said, TED Talk
for sure
worthy, and the message hitting.
For sure.
It was amazing. And that edit came from cut. I just put all of the pictures in there.
Got it.
Like 20 pictures in, and it just said auto cut.
Got it.
And bro, I can't stop watching it.
Right.
I'm like, dog, the way that it pulled me out and put me into another, I'm like, dog, that joint was fire. So, and I ended up getting that event from one of my mentees, actually.
Yeah.
One of my mentees. He's a part of their youth ministry program. And he was like, they were like, we need a speaker for this. They wanted me to come in as a breakout speaker, like for one of the breakout sessions.
Right.
I was like, who's your keynote?
Right.
We don't have one yet. I said, I'm your
Right. Indeed.
like I'm not. I don't want to do a breakout session.
Right.
You know what I mean? That no.
Don't hide me in the
in
room.
In one of these rooms where
Right.
it's going to be half the crowd.
Put me on the stage.
Put me on the stage. Give me the whole crowd, and absolutely killed it. They said, the speech is good when the kids are still talking about it afterwards,
Right.
and the people who are doing the breakout sessions are using parts of your speech in their breakout session.
Indeed.
Here's what's crazy. Morgan State University. I've been trying to get to Morgan State University for years. They would never answer any of my phone calls. They would never answer any of my emails. They would just never answer. The guy was there, heard me speak, came right over to me afterwards.
You never know.
Man, I need you, Morgan State, next semester.
Yeah.
We just got X amount of dollars. I'll tell you offline. We just got X amount of dollars. We need this very speech right here.
Right.
We need this. He said, and when I hear speakers speak, I look for, the most important thing that I look for is the content valuable for the audience that they're speaking to? Because some people just generically, right?
I can't stand that.
I can't stand it either. Is the content valuable for the audience that you're speaking to? And he was like, bro, this was so on point. He said, not just kids going into college need to hear this, but kids that are already in college need to hear this message, man.
Right.
Need you. And two other people came up to me and offered me speaking opportunities, right? And so that was a paid speaking engagement, but
even if it wasn't,
right,
that would have produced.
What?
Yeah.
There's always more opportunities within every opportunity. You just got to find the opportunities within the opportunity.
Correct.
So that one was great. And then I had a speech this morning, and then on Friday, I'm speaking at the National Council for Student Leadership. Like we talked about, they're not paying me for this. They are covering my travel, but there's hundreds of colleges that are going to be here. They told us in the email, hey, sure you bring your A game because people who book speakers are going to be here.
Indeed.
The people that are going to be here. So when I land tomorrow, like what my goal is that like, hey, I need XYZ. Like I need to make sure that I'm good. I need to check into my hotel. I need to get straight on my laptop and make sure that I have everything. I need to go through the presentation. I need to make sure that all of the presentation and stuff like that is, where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so now one of the things, you use Kahoot?
No.
Bro, you got to start using Kahoot.
What is that?
So Kahoot is a trivia game. It's a trivia game.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, you've definitely heard of it for sure.
Gotcha.
But it turns information you want into a trivia game, right? So at the end of my presentation, there's a Kahoot, and whoever wins will get, a little
which
backpack
means you have to listen.
Which means you have to listen. So now, even with my mentor program, how do I turn this into something that is interactive, right?
Right.
So I teach it, then we play.
Gamified.
Gamification, 100%, right? So for whatever you're doing, I would all the information, and you can just put it on a PDF,
right? And
then put it into Kahoot, and then automatically turn it into a trivia game, bro.
Very good.
So I think it was like $500 for the year. Yeah, $500 for the year. But that's what I'm doing now. And all of my presentations, we start with an icebreaker on Kahoot to let you know, hey, at the end, we're gonna play another one, right? So we started with a little icebreaker. So it's like 90s Disney movies, right? Nice. And then whoever wins that, I'll give you a fidget spinner. Here's a fidget spinner, right?
Nice.
And then at the end, when it's all done, the presentation is over. Now, attention, see, boop, 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 boop. Everybody take out your phone and go. Now, the presentation was the most exciting. Mine. And they have all of the information on their phone because they scan it with the QR code, bro.
Very good. But so tell me how you created that process. Like how did you come up with that system?
For what? The Kahoot?
Yeah, the Kahoot and every element to your presentation.
Bro, trial and error, man. Trial and error. I think I came up with this through trial and error and reading as well. I'm going to say that. Trial and error and reading. In the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki says that the best way for kids to learn is through simulation. So if you can simulate whatever it might be, that's one of the best ways for people to learn. Is people learn best by learning and doing at the same exact time.
Home training.
So home training, right? Appreciate the now. So that's how people learn. So through simulation, I learned that through Robert Kiyosaki, and then through the gamification process is I learned that through myself because that's how I learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I also input incentives in what it is I do.
Right.
Think about like Dave and Buster. So for the kids, they come to the mentor program. They have an opportunity to earn up to 4 tickets every session.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, if you come, you'll just get 1. If you come and you're at least attentive, you'll get 2. You'll get 3 if you win the Kahoot at the end. 4 if you go above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the mentor program, like all of the sessions, you get to trade those tickets in for large prizes, sort of like a Dave and Buster's, right? So I started to see the value in incentives and incentivizing people to know the information, to learn the information, know the information, and be able to apply the information. So like I teach, we play, and then they understand. So through trial and error and through reading, I learned the importance of simulation and gamification, and that process just kind of it kind of started to come about. The more I engage, the more I practice what I do.
What's your setting when you were coming up with this stuff? Because you said reading, so it had to be in somewhere peaceful.
No, so I read this book called Limitless, right? And in the book Limitless, he teaches you how to speed read.
I see.
And so I'm able to read a lot faster now and still grasp and understand. But let me tell what I'm going to show you how I retain information that I read in books, right? So when I read a book, I learn from Alex Hormozi. You should listen to the audio and read the book at the same time. It'll allow you to read that much faster. So I listen to the audio and I read at the same exact time. While I'm reading, I'll highlight the most important parts. After I'm done highlighting, I also have an electronic notebook. I write down everything that I highlighted. After I finish the book and I'm done writing down everything that I highlighted, I record a video on YouTube doing a book review. People think that I'm doing it for them. I'm not doing it for them. Right. I'm doing it for me because if I've said it, chances are I'll likely remember what it was that I said. Yeah. Or if I need to recall the information, I can just go back and listen to my own YouTube channel, get myself some views, and I can recall the book, right? And then after that, I do if I had to describe this book in 5 sentences, how would I describe this book in 5 sentences? So look at how many recalls I have of one book of important information. And so like that's one of the things that I do constantly, because the things that I learn in books, I don't just want to get the information. I want to be able to apply the information. Yeah, Atomic Habits is one of the biggest ones. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Like I got to go back and reread this book because I didn't highlight when I read the book. But now I'm going to be able to go through the book significantly faster because through James Quick book Limitless, he teaches you how to speed read, where I'm like, dude, I'm reading a lot faster. Right. And wait, huh? So that's what that process was like.
It's very good.
Yeah, not quite.
I need to do that because I read slow because I want to make sure I'm learning it.
Yeah, but it's so bro, you gotta read the book Limitless, because that's what we do.
I think I have that. I don't know if I. Okay.
You know, that's what we do is we read slow because we want to make sure. Right. We're trying to memorize every line. Right. You don't have to memorize every line. He said all you have to do is get the main point of, whatever page it is, whatever page you're reading, right? Right. Just get the main point. That's the only thing that you're not trying to memorize. That's what I found myself trying to do. If I memorize every line or I remember every line, then that means I understood what I read. That's not it.
Yeah. For me, it's not so much to remember the lines, but to get the concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in that moment, I'm doing several things. I'm trying to get the concept, but I'm also like trying to see where I can apply it.
Yeah. So one of the ways to take that off is highlight, right? So that you're just looking for the information. That's it. You're not trying to apply the information yet. You write down everything that you highlighted. Yeah. Then that's when you go back and you say, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how I'm going to use it. Right. And then so one of the other things that he teaches is the Pomodoro technique. Yeah. That 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. He said recency, which means you're more likely to remember the first thing and the last thing, right? Recency and recency. So if you do the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes, you're more likely to remember the first and the last thing of more things than you are the first and last thing of just long thing, right? You'll just remember the first thing and then the last thing. So that's how I even break down my work now, bro.
Yeah.
I don't work for longer than 25 minutes consecutively at all in anything that I do. I don't care if I'm sending emails. I don't care if I'm making phone calls. I'm doing 25 minutes on and 5 minutes off. I'm going to go take a break, going to go get away. I'm doing a walk around. I'm going to go check in on whatever it might be. And then I also, so one of the things that I have to do is I have to discipline myself and take my phone and put it in another room.
Yeah.
I have a timer. And this is what I'm talking about when I go to Atlanta is I have a timer. Y'all need timers, bro. You need a timer. You're not disciplined enough that if this thing rings, you're going to answer it. Take that switch off too.
Right.
You're not disciplined enough. If you know you're not good at making decisions, don't put yourself in a position to have to make a decision.
Right.
Get this away. I got my little timer and I, boop, bam, there we go. Boop, bam, there we go. And I just, and I'm good. 25 minutes on. And then in those 5 minutes, then I go and check if I want to, right? If I feel the need that I have to. But I take my phone, I give it to one of my coworkers. I say, if my mom, my dad, or my wife calls, or my daughter, you bring this phone to me. Otherwise, I don't want to see it. Here you go, take that. Here's all my other phones, take that. Here's my smartwatch, take that. And I can focus. And then I listen to Lo-Fi Vibes. I listen to Lo-Fi Vibes. I put the Lo-Fi on and I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So try that Pomodoro technique, bro. I think that'll definitely work for you.
Yeah.
That 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off will definitely help, with that reading because it doesn't feel overwhelming. Like sometimes, like before, when I would sit down and read, I'd be like, oh, how long am I going to read?
Right.
Oh, I got to read 2 chapters. And then chapter 1 is 5 pages and chapter 2 is 36 pages.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, dog, I don't care where I stop at.
Right.
After the 20, when that goes off, boop, and I'm on to the next thing, right? I get 5 minutes to collect myself and then I'm on to the next thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's work, man.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about all of what we talked about. These are the things that most people don't want to do. Like, man, and it's what causes procrastination and paralysis.
Yes.
All of what we talked about that's required to keep going, not even just to start, but to keep going.
Yeah.
Right. The start is the hard part, but to get and stay consistent is the next hard part.
Yeah.
Even with life taking place, how do you adjust to life so you can stay consistent?
Yeah.
Because we're so on, off, and so it's better for you to be fast, slow, as opposed to being on, off.
Yeah.
At least you're still moving forward.
Yeah. In some capacity, I agree.
So that's my mission, is to even before life begins to life, I tried to think of what I can put in place when life begins to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I prevent? What are some things that I can put in place to prevent me stopping when life happens? So because man, when it hits, it's like sometimes you gotta drop everything, but then that causes so much frustration because you're like, man, I put so much time and effort to being consistent, and I gotta stop.
Yeah.
So man.
Absolutely.
I'm excited, bro. Less than a month and a half before this year is out.
Bro. And
does your last year look anything like this year?
Yes and no. I say yes because I'm moving more into going in full time like you. And I say no because I'm doing so much more this year than I did last year.
Right.
Bro, I'm doing Backpack Jeff works 6 days a week right now.
Yeah.
Monday, PG Parks and Rec. Tuesday, Kenmore Middle School. Wednesday, Baltimore Juvenile Detention Center. Thursday, Kenmore Middle School. Friday, Parks and Rec. Saturday, Juvenile Detention Center.
Yeah.
Like right now, I could quit right now, but I told myself I got to get to my quit number before I actually quit.
Right.
And so before the end of the school year, I'll be at that number. And this is like December 31st. This will be my last calendar year working for somebody, I believe.
I love it.
This will be my last calendar year, and I'll be more time in here. Right. I'll be. I want to get the whiteboard. Like I want to make sure that all of my investments are taken care of.
Right.
Before I take that step, right? Because when I come here, bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna love this whiteboard, bro. You're gonna want to get one.
Yeah.
I want to get a whiteboard in here, which that's a really big investment, and then I need to get a new camera lens for that Sony, and that's a headache investment right there.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other things. Let me see what else I had in my Amazon cart that I had in my Amazon cart that I wanted to make sure. I was like, man, like I need to. There's just like a couple more technology pieces that I want to get. Oh, I need to get this portable. I need to get this portable tablet. I don't know, stand. Or I need to get a better projector, or I need to get both, because my projector currently, when I go into juvenile detention, they can't turn off the lights, which makes sense. You shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed in the juvenile detention center to turn off the lights. Bad things will
come out of it.
Right, bad things. And so because it's so bright, I need another projector.
Yeah,
but that projector costs like $4,000.
Yeah.
That projector costs $4,000.
You need one that's still clear with the lights on.
With the lights on, yes. And yeah, the cheapest one that I saw was like $3,200. It's like ANSI. It's got to have at least 5,000 ANSI.
Yeah.
But then it's not a smart projector either. So I got to make sure that, I have my phone or whatever it is on me, or my laptop with my Wi-Fi box. So there's a couple of other investments, that I still have to get, because I want to make sure that I don't want the fact that I'm going to a juvenile detention center to be the reason why I can't give them a production,
right?
As far as like a program, right? Even with the limitations, I can't do all of this for them, right?
Yeah.
I still want to be able to do this. I need 15 iPads, because for my mentor programs, some of the kids don't have phones. So they can't do Kahoots if they don't have phones. And then we also play the financial football thing, right?
Yeah.
If y'all don't want to download financial football on your phones, okay, you don't have to worry about it. It's already on the iPads, and we can just play Visa Financial Football. So I need 15 iPads. I need a new projector. I need another whiteboard. And then I need a lens for my camera, which that all will probably end up coming out to about $20,000. So I've got about 20,000 more of investments, and then once I finish that, on top of getting to my quit number, then I think I'll be able to quit.
But some of that stuff, especially the tablets, that's why relationships are so important.
Yes.
And with the things that you're doing, like the juvenile detention center, there are companies and organizations that would love to partner with you to add value to the lives of those students, which means they'll cover the
cost.
They cover the cost of the iPads.
Think about that.
Yeah. So we have to get to a place where we stop thinking of ourselves as people. Like we're I'll say individuals. So I'll say individuals, and continuously think of ourselves as entities, right? Like if you know that you're an entity and an institution, a company and not just Jeff, then you know you can leverage your state as a entity to then go partner with another entity to say, this is what I'm doing, or this is what we are doing as an entity. Will you partner with us to add value to these youth?
Who would I reach out to for something like that? We might have talked about.
Yeah.
No, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Because think about it. As a company who pays taxes and would like to pay less taxes, I need to park my money somewhere, and I would love to park it somewhere that's making an impact.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So why not me park or us park our money into buying tablets for youth, underprivileged youth, and you take those tablets and do the work. You benefit, the kids benefit, and we, the sponsors, benefit.
I need to talk to ChatGPT, y'all. I need to talk to ChatGPT.
And really, it's a matter of how much does it cost to get, you said 10,
15.
20, how much it costs to get 15 iPads?
I think it was like 4,500.
Bro, there are organizations that already have funds that love to serve the people you're serving. And you can be the conduit that allows them to serve to where they don't have to do the work.
I know who to reach out to. I know exactly.
That's why relationships.
I never even thought to ask her that.
Yeah.
Oh, I never even thought
Educational
to ask her.
organizations. And
yeah.
now they can say that they're tapped into, through you, detention centers. That makes them look even better.
I'm making a phone call as soon as we get off here. I'm sending a message as soon as we get off here. I never even thought to ask her.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a genius, bro.
Bro.
You're a genius.
That 20,000, that's done.
What?
Even the whiteboard thing.
Right.
Just tell people what you're doing. And that's where the paralysis and the overthinking and the procrastination prevents us from seeing who we've become.
Analysis paralysis.
That's all analysis is thinking.
Yeah.
Overthinking.
Yeah, overanalyzing. That's it.
Correct.
You smart, man.
Bro.
Jeez.
But that's why
I don't care what them poets say about you, man.
Right.
I don't care what them poets say about you, dog.
It's so funny because it's true.
I don't care what they say, bro. Y'all better listen, goddamn.
Oh man. And it's so wild. You know, like today, we have we're launching the first, meetup here in the DMV, and the response is so much bigger in other places.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's crazy
because they know you.
It's crazy
because they know you'd be lucky to get
it's
3
wild.
people in here.
Yeah.
You'd be lucky to get 3 people in here, bro. And the crazy thing is that
it's wild. People are reaching out from other states and countries
saying, "Is there
when
a Zoom
are you coming
link?
to Vegas?
Is there a Zoom link,
bro?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
no. Screw the link.
Yeah,
they want to know
to Vegas
how we can get you to come. If you're doing that there, how can we get you to come here? India. It's like, how can we get you to come? Can we do
You
a
got-
chapter in India?
You got to let me know the next place you're going, bro. I want to go with you, man. I want to go with you. Like
Kentucky in February.
Kentucky in February. I'm gonna book a speech. I'm gonna book a speech in February in Kentucky, and I'm gonna go with you. I want to do like a vlog for you, like
Mhm.
you know what I mean,
Mhm.
like with the camera, like like what's going on right now, that kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
I'll go with you in February, bro.
Yeah, let's rock and roll, man.
You flying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, flying. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You already got your flight or
Not yet.
not yet? Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, bro. I want to go with you, man. It's interesting, man. That
It's wild. man.
I'm not. It doesn't perplex me that poets here and the DMV are not reaching out. It's because it's simply because they know you and they I haven't seen them at an open mic. I haven't seen a mic or anything like that. But if they only knew what's under the hood, they would all.
But here's the question:
flock
why does
and
that matter? I'm not offering to teach you how to get better as a poet. I'm not offering to teach you metaphors. I know you're great at that.
Yeah. All I can say, man, is if they knew what was under the hood, a lot more of them would take you serious. That's why I stopped doing. You know what I mean? I stopped, bro.
Yeah.
Like I had no more in me.
Right.
You know, for the lack of respect that I was getting, even trying to do that same thing. That's why my word for this year has been separation. Just continue to separate, man. Like don't worry about who's not paying attention. Don't worry about you not getting the accolades, because that was another big thing for me too, bro. Is that like I'm like, bro, why am I not getting the accolades, the appreciation, the respect? No, I don't even have people saying, Jeff, I want you to come on my podcast.
Sure.
And I'm like, bro, like who? No.
But you know why I asked you?
Who's got more information?
You know why I asked you why, or does your last year look anything like your current year? I asked that question because that's who what I compare myself to.
Yeah.
Does my previous year look anything like my current year? And my goal is to make sure it looks nothing like it.
And yeah, my this year, I say yes and no, and I gave reason for both, but no, my this year doesn't look anything, because there's about $75,000 to $100,000 difference between last year and this year. Yeah. Like it's bigger, bro. Like like when I tell you this joint is way bigger,
right?
It's significantly bigger, man.
Yeah.
The same program that I had last year has been completely redone and transformed.
Correct.
Like it took me a long time to write those curriculums last year.
Sure.
I said they're not good enough.
Yeah.
I need to go back and read. I kept the information, but the delivery of the information is far different than what it was last year. And that's the reason why the incentive program. That's the reason why the gamification. That's the reason. Simulation. That's the reason why Kahoot and all of this stuff costs money to be able to do, right? But like it enhances the. Alex Hormozi said, created offers so good that they feel stupid saying no.
Correct. No brainer.
Who is investing 20% of their money back into the program?
Yeah.
Nobody is doing that. A lot of these people are taking the money and they're running.
Yeah.
Whatever you pay me, I'm telling you that I'm going to take 10%, 20%, and I'm going to put it back into the program, back into the students as an incentive program. So you're only paying me 80%.
Right.
Is what you're doing. That other 20%, because think about it. If you wanted to incentivize the kids, how would you do it? You probably wouldn't even be able to do it because you're not allowed to do that, right? Or you got to go through all of these different challenges. If we spend over this amount, we got to have all of these signatures on it. No, if you just give it to me, I'm gonna give it back.
Yeah.
I'm giving it right back to these low income families to where they can't afford a lot of the stuff that I'm going to incentivize them with. So, or even the experiences that I would incentivize them with. Mm-hmm. So now it's just like, oh man, like it makes sense to invest with him. They also get continuing education every single Wednesday night, 8 p.m. I'm live. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter where I'm at. I keep my microphone in my microphones in my backpack now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Keep the microphone back so I can just boop, put that in. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Family meeting, blah, 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 blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Don't matter where I go.
Right.
Don't matter where I go. And so, like, who else is doing that? Who else is doing simulation and gamification? Who else is using Kahoot? A lot of us, we've heard of Kahoot, but we pay for Kahoot.
Right.
How many of y'all actually doing it?
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing it. So no, I know that there's nobody's program out there that's like mine. What's up, Mika? Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's nobody's mentor program out there that's like mine.
Yeah.
Like it's not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
My whole thing is, don't ask, like, how are you? I'm offering to show you.
I'll do it for free. That's the crazy.
My thing, I've gotten past trying to figure out how to charge for, the Poetry Business Network. My whole thing now is the back end and allowing it or leveraging the network to have organizations see the value in working with me or us, because now you see I'm connected with people and poets around the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Did you see Alex Hormozi's $1 Million book launch?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it, which is wild.
I think what you're doing, he broke the Guinness World Record for
1 million in a day.
For 1 million in a day.
Yeah.
From a book.
Yeah.
I think that's where you are.
Yeah.
He's there's a YouTube clip that I watched of him recently. He said most of us want people to buy right now.
Right.
But most people aren't
Right.
ready to buy for 24 to 36 months.
Indeed. Indeed.
And he went around the room. He said, how many of you all found out about me today, this week?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody raised their hand. Within the last month, nobody raised their hand.
Mm-hmm.
Within the last 6 months, a couple people raised their hand. Okay. Last year, nobody raised their hand. The last 2 years, majority of the crowd raised their hand. And he said, you see that? Most people in here have known me for about 2 years, and they just now my product. You got to continue to build trust year after year after year after year after year after year after year. And then when people see that you've been doing it for 2 to 3 years consistently,
and you're not fly by night,
that's when, bro, I see
10 years in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So I see people on social media, and it's like there's one person, she's a dentist, and she's not that anymore. Then she's an esthetician, and she's not that anymore. Now she does credit repair, and she's not that anymore. Now I saw her this morning, but semantics. Semantics is the meaning of words. Semantics, right? So this person put, I'm a stay-at-home mom, entrepreneur, and blah 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 blah. But you forget that some of us know you in real life, and you're a stay-at-home mom because you live with your parents.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's not a stay-at-home that it is, but it's not, bro. Like you can't advertise that you're achieving success in this thing to the extent where you were able to become a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
You were able to make so much money off of this endeavor that you were able to become a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
When you living with your wealthy parents.
Yes, that's dishonest.
Like they didn't take the ethics class in school, clearly. Like, come on,
but see,
bro.
that's why I don't want to.
Come on, man.
I don't want to create lifestyle content like I'm balling.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Right.
If I'm creating lifestyle content, it will be a lifestyle of going on the journey, and y'all just come with me. I'm not there yet. I'm not going to sell you the lie that I'm there. You know, just come along with me, and let's go together if that's what you're looking to do. You know, I definitely don't want to come off as, I'm not a guru. I am sharing what I do. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You know, I'll say that when I get there.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I hit the, still not there. I'm not the guru. Don't give me that title at all. Even if you feel as though in your heart that I am, don't even, because there's much negativity that comes with that, bro.
Oh, so much, man.
I want that off of me. No.
So much, man. Yeah, no, I'm with you, bro. Like the level of dishonesty, man. So like when y'all are following these people, man, just make sure that you're paying attention. Don't just pay attention to the nuances of everything that they have going on. Ask more questions. I think don't get deceived by people who choose not to share honest information with you, because semantics is at work in a lot of what these people do.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I can show you how to make $10,000. Well, they've made $10,000 in 7 years, not $10,000 in a month or 10,000. You know what I mean? Like, and so just be careful, right? So, yeah, man. Yeah. So that's
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and you tell a tree by its fruit.
Mm-hmm.
If all you see are the courses and the classes, but not them actually doing the work, that means they're making their money from the courses and the classes.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why, for me, I'm making my classes free, man. You know, come get the knowledge. Come get the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just, I'll leverage, my knowledge.
Yeah. Pay you on the back end, man. It always will.
It will, for sure.
It will always pay you on the back end, man.
Yeah, because the university will say, come and teach what you're teaching to these worldwide poets,
right,
on this campus. And that's why I'm getting the credentials like my master's, so that doesn't hold me back or them back from booking me, right? Because officially on a college campus, you got to have a master's.
Yep.
I'm taking a page out of Eric Thomas, E.T.
Yep.
The hip hop preacher. Is that what you call himself?
Yep.
Yeah. He could be anywhere talking and speaking, but he saw the value of going to get his master's and his doctorate and getting certificates and getting certified and I can't remember all of what he got.
Early childhood education.
All of that.
Educational is his PhD.
Back up his talk.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to back up his talk with the work and the credentials.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, what he was saying was good stuff, but it goes back to what we started with. T-word. Trust.
Trust. Yeah. Yep.
So did you go do the work that you're telling us to do? And did you fortify it with the credentials? And that's what I'm doing, man. And currently I'm at a 4.0, man. And it is November and I'll be graduating and walking in May on Mother's Day. Why it's on Mother's Day, I don't know.
That's when all college graduation. My college graduation was like.
Why? I don't understand that.
Yeah, my college graduation was like the day before Mother's Day.
I would like to put all the attention on my mother and not steal her shine, but looks like we'll be going to Hampton, Virginia.
Hey.
To Hampton University.
Walk
on Mother's
stage,
Day,
man.
Indeed. It'll be a destination Mother's Day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
Coco, appreciate the light. All right, y'all. Listen, we gave y'all game. We gave y'all an hour and 40 minutes of game. Gave y'all an hour, 40 minutes of knowledge,
Man,
information.
An hour and 40 minutes?
Yeah, been hour 38, 39 now. Wow. We gave y'all some game. We gave y'all some information. Gave y'all a lot to think about, man.
Nobody had no questions?
No, they sending a lot of gifts over there.
Beautiful. They just listening.
Yeah.
I like it. That's good stuff.
But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. Time's the thing tonight?
7 o'clock.
7.
So if you're in the DMV, if you know somebody, artist, a poet, a creative, you know, we're opening our doors, Poet Life Studios.
Yep.
And we're gonna sit down and discuss and learn how to create an income and a career with your art. And so you know, if you're somewhere else, reach out to us and we'll work out how we come to where you are. We're mobile.
You should stream it, man. You want to stream it?
I may, yeah. As a matter of fact, I will. I'll stream it, but I'll stream it through our network. If you go to poetrybusinessnetwork.com and join our community, we'll go live right there. Yeah.
There you go.
So join us, poetrybusinessnetwork.com. Join the community. That's a good idea.
Yeah, man. Always, bro. Always. I streaming is so big right now. You know, I try to everything that I do, I try to stream. Make sure that I'm streaming. That's why I got like the portable Wi-Fi. I got all of these chargers and connectors and all of this stuff now. I try trying to grow that Twitch platform, man. So
yeah.
All right, good people. Appreciate y'all, man.
That was good.
Yeah, man, that was real good.